Let's get straight to the point. If you're like myself, having a small setup with a mirrorless or DSLR camera for your production, don't get the SmallRig Matte Box. Get the Tilta Mini Matte Box instead, because the SmallRig one, it's not small at all. It is huge, like very big. As you can see, the SmallRig Matte Box is more than twice as big as the Tilta one. So if you mount it on your mirrorless camera with a photo lens, most likely it will look pretty weird because the matte box is much bigger than your camera. But it doesn't mean that the SmallRig Matte Box is a bad choice, because it has some extra features that the Tilta one doesn't have. The first one is pretty obvious. The SmallRig Matte Box can be used on bigger lenses because of the maximum diameter of 114mm, which is the standard diameter of cine lenses. So if you want to get a matte box for standard cine lenses, get the SmallRig one, because the Tilta one won't fit. So the Tilta one doesn't work with lenses bigger than 82mm, but both matte boxes work with smaller lenses. They come with screw-on adapters in the box with a size of 67, 72, 77, and 82mm. They both also sell other sizes of adapters, so you should be able to find one for your lens. If not, you can consider using step-up rings to attach the matte box to your lens. Just watch out for potential vignetting. That brings us to the point of future-proofing. If you're currently using both photo and cine lenses, and you want to get just one matte box for all your lenses, SmallRig is your only choice. Even if you're not using any cine lens yet, but you want to upgrade in the future, the SmallRig Matte Box will be a better option. Another major difference between the SmallRig and Tilta Matte Box is the filter size that they take. Both of them can accept 4x5.65 filters at the front, but SmallRig can also take 4x4 photo filters, which is amazing because they are usually cheaper than 4x5.56 filters, and they have more creative filters as well. Besides that, the Tilta Matte Box can only accept one filter, while the SmallRig one can stack up to 2 filters, so again, SmallRig might be a better choice. SmallRig also has a gap besides the filter where you can easily use your finger to push the filter out without leaving any fingerprints on the filter, which is very smart, and Tilta doesn't have it. Talking about filters, the design of the filter mount on both matte boxes are very different. Tilta uses a tiny spring pin thing that barely sticks out to hold the filter, and that makes a lot of users worry about accidentally dropping the filter and breaking it. Again, 4x5.65 filters are usually over $200. On the other hand, the SmallRig Matte Box has a much more secure design for the filter tray. You first have to open a door on the side in order to slide the filter in. Then you have 2 knobs at the top to secure the filters. After closing the door, I don't think the filters can come off that easily. Also, the top knob is the design that allows the smaller 4x4 filters to be used with this matte box, because it can clamp onto smaller filters. If you try to use a 4x4 filter with the Tilta Matte Box, it'll be sliding around, so don't try it. Being able to stack filters is a very important feature to a lot of filmmakers, because you can now use a ND filter to film in a bright environment while using something like a Pro Mist filter to have a softer look. So SmallRig definitely has an advantage here. Talking about filters, the Tilta Matte Box has one advantage over the SmallRig one. The Tilta adapter rings have threads that allow you to attach circular filters onto the adapter, while the SmallRig adapter rings have no thread at the front. So if you get the SmallRig Matte Box, you will have to use rectangular filters, or you will have to thread the circular filter onto your lens before you attach the adapter ring. Let's talk about the build quality. They actually use very similar material. They both have a carbon fiber top flap that is removable. The body of the Tilta Matte Box is mainly plastic with a metal clamp part. The SmallRig Matte Box uses more carbon fiber and metal on the body compared to Tilta. They both feel very solid, but the SmallRig one feels a little sturdier. Oh, by the way, the picture on the SmallRig top flag is actually a removable sticker. When I first saw it, I thought it is not removable because it doesn't feel like a sticker, and they actually have a video showing you how to remove it on SmallRig's website, so I don't know why they put the sticker on at the first place. Both matte boxes have multiple mounting points at the top. SmallRig has 4 quarter 20 mounts, while Tilta has a lot more. It has 6 quarter 20 mounts, 2 3/8, and 2 cold shoe mounts, and that is very, very impressive considering how much smaller the Tilta Matte Box is compared to the SmallRig one. The SmallRig Matte Box uses a quarter 20 mount supporting system at the bottom, and there is a specific matte box support that you can purchase from SmallRig. You can use it with a 15mm rod system. The Tilta Matte Box uses a cold shoe mount at the bottom, and it includes a supporting rod that you can mount onto any Tilta cages, so a big plus to the Tilta Matte Box. That's it. Those are the differences and my thoughts on the SmallRig and Tilta Matte Box. They are very high quality product at such a low price. Both at $99, I feel like the SmallRig one offers a lot more future-proofing features, especially if you are currently or planning to use cine lenses, while the Tilta one is definitely more mobile for smaller setups. SmallRig entered the budget matte box market a little later than Tilta, but I definitely think it is very competitive, and I really look forward to seeing the next generation matte box from both companies, or from other companies too. Personally, I'll keep using my Tilta Mini Matte Box because the SmallRig one is just too big for my setup, and I'm not planning to use cine lenses anytime soon. Let us know which suits your setup more in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.